At the reunion, they laughed at my domestic car. Little did they know it's the ultra-rare global limited edition Phantom S9. I drove my domestic car to a high school reunion. When I got to the hotel, most of my classmates were already there. They all arrived in style, Mercedes, BMWs, even a black Rolls-Royce. As I stepped out, a girl I couldn't remember looked me up and down with pure disdain. "Oh, isn't this the class scholar? How'd you end up driving a domestic car after graduation?" At dinner, everyone toasted the Rolls-Royce owner eagerly, completely ignoring me. Only the class president sat beside me with a supportive smile. "That's all right," he said quietly, "even if your car's not as flashy, I believe you'll be driving a luxury car someday." I smirked and whispered back, "This isn't just any domestic car, it's the Phantom S9. If it wasn't for the class president messaging me non-stop, I wouldn't have even come. I had to cancel an important meeting, only freeing up an hour out of respect for old friends." But surprisingly, no one talked about the good old days, just bragging and flattery. I hated it and stood to leave. The president stopped me. "Griffin, no shame in driving a domestic car, don't rush off." Before I could reply, the same girl sneered again, "It's been years, don't you want to chat? Though honestly, no one really wants to talk to you." She laughed loud, and I looked at her coldly. "No thanks, I'm here for the president, not this meaningless gathering, don't invite me again." Suddenly, Malcolm stood up, making everyone turn to him. "Griffin, what's that supposed to mean? You think you're too good for us now?" He twisted my words on purpose, but no one seemed to care. "Driving a cheap domestic and acting superior? I thought you were a star student, but you're nothing special. Good grades don't mean squat, you're still just a government employee." "Government employee? Well, technically, yes." I just wanted to leave, but Malcolm's jab stirred anger around the table. "Alright, I gotta go, but dinner's on me, eat and drink whatever you want, just send me the bill later." As I reached for my coat, a striking figure blocked me. "Poor guy trying to act big? This meal must have cost thousands, can you even afford it on that salary?" She wore a bright red dress and matching lipstick. The heavy perfume made me sneeze repeatedly. "Griffin, don't you remember me?" I studied her, shook my head. "Sorry, I meet too many people these days, faces don't stick." Truth was, I had no clue who she was. She smirked. "Come on, Griffin, don't play hard to get, I chased you for 3 years in high school." Her words triggered a blurry memory, but she looked nothing like back then. I hesitated, then cautiously asked, "Are you, Talia?" Her face lit up. "So you haven't forgotten me all these years?" Then she changed tone. "But don't get any ideas, I'm engaged now, to none other than Malcolm Fitzroy." The name sounded familiar. "Isn't he the Rolls-Royce guy?" What did it matter to me? A meeting waited. Seeing my silence, Talia patted my shoulder. "Government jobs don't pay much. Why not drive my fiancé around? He'd pay you $1,000 a month." Her words sparked laughter. Why do people like this feel the need to shame others to boost themselves? This would be my last reunion. Ignoring her, I grabbed my coat. "Done talking? Step aside, I've got things to do." As I took a few steps, Malcolm slammed his hand on the table. Suddenly, a dozen men in black suits stormed in, badges reading Fitzroy Group, a major company in Langston. Malcolm gulped his drink, belched loudly. "Griffin, did I say you could leave?" I squinted. "My legs are still attached. Do I need to report where I'm going?" He laughed. "You're just a low-level government employee. Don't you know whose turf this is? This whole place belongs to me. No one leaves without my say." The class president jumped in, trying to ease the tension. "Hey, guys, cool it. We've been classmates for years, no need to ruin the mood over this." Then he turned to me. "Griffin, come on, we're finally together again. Don't leave so soon. Have a drink, catch up." I shook my head. "I know you want to smooth things over, but I've got work waiting." Before I finished, Malcolm slammed his glass down. "Cut the act. You're just a lowly clerk. What meeting could you possibly have? So, you mean people are waiting for you? You really think you're a big shot now? I'm calling you a government employee out of courtesy. Without that, you're just another loser." I was about to reply when the president grabbed my hand, whispering, "Griffin, you should apologize to Malcolm. The Fitzroys run Langston. Cross them, and your career's done. Sometimes, patience is the best move." Lose my job because of Malcolm? Please. Only a direct order from above could do that. No matter how rich the Fitzroys are, they have zero real power over me. I squeezed the president's hand, signaling not to worry. "Malcolm, if your hate comes from me once liking your fiancé, let me clear it. I'm not interested. Focus your energy elsewhere. We're not the same kind." I'd hoped to clear the air, but he couldn't handle it. His bloodshot eyes locked on me. "So you're saying I picked trash? My fiancé's someone you wouldn't even want? What do you mean we're not the same? Langston was plastered with his family's businesses. Who do you think you are?" Talia stepped up, backing him. "Griffin, explain yourself. You think you're too good now? Don't leave till you do." I wanted to say what I really thought, but held back. "I don't have time for this. Open the door." Despite Malcolm's provocations, I stayed calm. This was a reunion, I didn't want to ruin it. But as I tried to leave, Malcolm's bodyguards blocked me. He swaggered over, slapped me hard. "Think you're a big shot now? Know whose name this hotel's under? You were always a snitch in school. Call ahead, wanna see who'll help you now." I clenched my teeth, met his gaze. "Malcolm, last warning. You were lazy and useless in school, always fighting or skipping. I told the teachers for your own good. Now you're an adult, think before you act." He scanned the room. "You heard him, right? He said think before you act." He laughed. "Even if I destroy you today, what can you do? Think being a nerd means success? Look around, Fitzroy family runs Langston." I lifted my head, controlling my anger. "Malcolm, ever heard, there's always someone bigger and stronger? Some people aren't to be underestimated. Let go now, or you'll regret it." He sneered. "What? You scared to cross me? I've never met a real opponent in Langston. You're just a government ant, easy to crush." Laughter erupted around us, only the president looked worried. "Griffin, apologize. We're just kids, can't compete with him. Fitzroy family controls everything here. Offend them, your future's bleak. I looked at these once familiar faces, disappointed. Is this what friendship means? I only wanted to leave early for urgent reasons, yet I kept getting humiliated. They mocked my cheap car and salary. That didn't bother me. But now, someone wanted to hit me. Is this how the rich behave? I was always top of my class but never caused trouble. Even when provoked, I smiled and moved on. Never thought humility would be seen as weakness and exploited. Malcolm, thinking I'd back down, pulled out a wad of cash. Griffin, here's 10 grand. Crawl under my feet, and it's yours. Let's forget all this, then drive off in your crappy car. If not, consider this your medical bill. My eyes turned icy with anger. Malcolm, you're seriously asking for trouble. Do you even know who you're messing with? Malcolm didn't back down. If anything, he got cockier. You're just your boss's errand dog, thinking you're all that. See that Rolls outside? A little paint job there could buy a whole car. I couldn't help but laugh. That's not just any Rolls, it's a Phantom S9. Most government guys couldn't even dream of owning a car like that. And here I am, rolling in it, commanding respect wherever I go. How can he treat something so valuable like it's trash? Ignorance isn't scary. Not knowing you're causing your own problems is worse. Suddenly, the room erupted with thunderous applause, bootlickers cheering wildly. Fitzroy, man, you're killing it. Driving $1 million whip at your age, you're a legend. Malcolm soaked in the praise, growing smug, sneering at me all the while. Griffin, why so quiet now? Weren't you all tough earlier? He pointed out the window. Bet you won't say that when I smash your car. I clenched my fists and said coolly, go ahead, try me. Malcolm's face twisted, then he theatrically waved his hand. Follow me, folks, watch me turn his ride into scrap. His guards charged and started pounding on the car. After a barrage of hits, one guard hurried back, panicked. Fitzroy, we've been at it for a while. This thing won't dent. Malcolm grabbed the iron bar and swung it dozens of times, all out. The paint cracked, but the car barely flinched. My phone buzzed non-stop. I had to take it. Yeah, something's up. I can't get there right away. Change the meeting to the Lanston Hotel. Bring the whole team. Just as I hung up, Malcolm wheezed over. Griffin, your ride's gotta be reinforced with steel or something. My hands are numb. I bit my lip, holding back a grin. Steel? No idea, but it's bulletproof. Phantom S9. Not cheap, unlike your Rolls. He sneered. Yeah, right, that's just a crappy domestic car. No way it's worth that much. Suddenly, someone shouted, look over there. Everyone turned to see a convoy of military-plated pickups rolling in. Malcolm dropped the bar, smiling wide. Welcome, boss. You should have told me earlier so I could prep. A tall, handsome officer stepped up. Arrange a private room. Our leader needs to hold a meeting here. Everyone snapped to attention like obedient schoolkids, except me, standing my ground. Malcolm noticed, scolding, Griffin, move. Didn't you hear them? I stepped forward slowly. I heard, the leaders are meeting here. He shouted, desperate, why aren't you moving? Don't drag me down if you want to die. I laughed, if I leave, who's gonna run this meeting?